Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. This is episode 41, the start of Spirit of Justice. How's everybody doing? So, we had a potential gas leak in the house. We had some professionals come and run their equipment, and they didn't find anything. I'm still smelling it, but according to their instruments, there's nothing here. They checked the HVAC unit outside as well as the furnace, and everything seems okay. But I'm still smelling it, which is weird, but I guess, I don't know. Now, if people don't know, Amber and I actually experienced a gas leak in our first ever apartment when literally we'd been married for like 2 weeks. We had a gas leak from a stove, so I know what natural gas smells like, as well as, you know, I've been through it, so I'm just kind of, you know, but our voices are a little weird because there was definitely something, but there's nothing now, so. I'm gonna do it now. Okay. Alright, so,
I'll explain. I'm waiting for my tea to heat up. Luke can do Girl Voice Hype. I have to take care of something that's downstairs that's causing us not to be able to breathe. So I'm gonna take care of that.
Well, you think you know what it is.
Well, I'm trying to help.
I know you are trying to help.
I'm trying to remove all the factors.
So this is Spirit of Justice. This was a Nintendo 3DS game. And it is the final game in the collection. So they have upscaled this game a little bit from its 3DS original. It has a lot of anime. And I'm really surprised we never got an Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice anime, because, I mean, there's actually a lot of stuff involved with this game. I have played this game on Nintendo 3DS, and we have it, actually. But we never did a series of it because, you know, 3DS games was always kind of a pain to do. So. Yeah, I think the Final Fantasy picture is beautiful that you have. That's. I mean, I didn't realize it was going to be that big. It's fine. So, what are the cases of the Spirit of Justice? Let's see. So we've got, this is the foreign turnabout. Magical turnabout. Starring Apollo Justice and Trucy. We have the Wright of Turnabout, which stars Mystic Maya and Nick. We have the Turnabout Storyteller, which stars Athena and the Samurai guy. And then we have this one, which will have everybody, it looks like. And that's the new prosecutor. And then there's a special DLC episode that features Mystic Maya, Larry. It's got Edward. And it looks like some classic characters. I don't really see any other characters there. And I'm sure this takes place in a different... I never played the DLC. So I did not finish this game. When I was playing Spirit of Justice back in 2016... I got up to episode 3, Right of Turnabout. So I am familiar with this episode, Magical Turnabout, and the beginning, the foreign turnabout, but that's about it. I never finished this game. Okay. Alright guys, so girl voice hype for a little bit. Amber's making herself some tea, and yeah. Wow. Alright, here we go. Foreign turnabout. That's not how you spell foreign. Let's see some hype for Ace Attorney. Let's go! New case! Can I even fit all this? Oh, wow. I almost can fit it. Wow, okay, there we go, yeah. Spirit of Justice Ace Attorney Walkthrough Part 41. Spirit of Justice Foreign Turnabout. Boom! It fits! Haha! Alright, let's do it. Prologue. Start playing from this chapter, yeah.
On the western edge of the Far East, lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery, the kingdom of Kurayin. But now, the flames of revolution are threatening to consume it whole. But things like revolt and revolution were the furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
Even after death, the soul lives on in the Twilight Realm. And priestesses can commune with the spirits of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother, fear only the impurities of your soul. Oh, somebody died. This blight on my soul. I'll have the child take the blame. Ha 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 ha. April 23rd, 4:26 p.m. Kingdom of... I don't know. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, that's the killer. We know. He looks like a weird clown person. Phew! I'm finally here. So this is the kingdom of Cornea. Huh? Oh, jeez. Never say the name of... Yeah, this... Corneria. We had a potential gas leak, people. That's why my throat's all messed up. Give me a sec. I think we're gonna call it Corneria because it's our series. So, also Star Fox is awesome. So, I'm finally here. So this is the Kingdom of Corneria, huh? What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. But just look at this place. Get a load of this street. It really feels like I'm in another world here. You're in another country, Phoenix. And that gorgeous temple, I read that's the center of town. You fine? Yeah, a little better.
I don't know what this town is called.
I don't know.
Corneria Base, I'm gonna call it for Star.
Corneria looks good. Okay, wow. The knock's right in the middle of the street.
Good
I have to
luck.
get a picture of that. Excuse me, sir. I wonder what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything quite like it. Oh, Phoenix the tourist. It's quite a crest it has on. Excuse me, sir. Huh? Yes. What? Who are you? Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright? Yeah, that's me. Whoops, I hope he hasn't been trying to get my attention all this time. Stop being a tourist, Phoenix. Wait a minute, are you... That's right, I'm... Oh, crap. Call me Abu.
I'll be, or... Wait, it's usually a play on words. I'll be your guide.
Oh.
I'll be your guide. That's what it says.
I'll be your guide at your service. I'm monk in training at the temple... whatever, and I'll be your guide around town. It's very nice to meet you. Happy Carrie something. Happy what now? Happy Carrie.
Happy Rocky.
Happy Rock.
Happy Rocky.
I remember this game has such a weird language and tribe.
Happy Rock.
Happy Rock. Happy Rocky. That's how we greet people from here in Corneria. It's like hello or how do you do. It's pretty handy expression too. Okay, let me give it a try. Hello, I'm Phoenix Wright. Happiness.
Happy Rock.
You know, he wouldn't be able to say it because he's a tourist. My name is Phoenix Wright, and I run a small law office. Well, that's what I do back home anyway. Right now, I'm just a traveler, a stranger in a strange land, and being a happy tourist. Haha. Welcome to our country. Welcome to the Kingdom of Corneria, land of the spirit mediums and mystery.
I actually like mispronouncing words because it makes him cute.
This is for you, to celebrate your arrival. Speaking of mystery, what is this mysterious green lump exactly? Allow me to explain. This is a famous sweet bun. It's called a... Why? It's called a soul bun. No. It's called a soul bun, Amber. It's shaped like a magatama. It's so yummy, it'll send your soul right to the Twilight Realm. That doesn't exactly make me eager to try it, you know. Thanks. I think I'll indulge later.
Thank you, Justo Kenobi, for the super chat.
That will be 20 Damas. Damas, thank you for your patronage. I have to pay for this? I always have plenty of those on hand, so just let me know if you ever want more. Whoa! No wonder his bag looks so heavy. It's stuffed with all the tools of the trade, I suppose. Whoops! Almost forgot to tell you something really important. It's about Miss Maya. She can't come see you for a few days yet. Yeah, when I called her from the airport, she said she was still training up in the mountains. I told her I'd wait for her here. Either way, I was glad to hear she's in good spirits.
Thanks, Justo Kenobi.
Maya Fey.
Oh, great.
She's a spirit medium who used to work as my assistant.
Well, Maya's having an off day today.
I'm sure we won't see Maya in this episode.
Okay.
I came all the way out here to celebrate the end of her, as spiritual training. Marry the girl, Phoenix! This is my first time in your country, so I'll be counting on you, okay?
You're breathtaking, Josh. Thank you for the kind words.
You got it. Please don't hesitate if you need anything else. Maya was right when she told me I could leave everything in your capable hands. Haha, aw, shucks. She said that? That sure was nice of her. I had a chance to show Miss Maya around a little bit, too. If there's one person Maya was worried about, it's me. Because we both know trouble likes to follow me wherever I go, she said. That girl worries too much. But, you sure came early to the party, Mr. Wright, sir. I mean, Miss Maya won't be done with her training for another 2 weeks. I hate to admit it, but I came early because I was worried about her, too. Marry the girl, Phoenix. Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd get in a little sightseeing first, so... Oh, sightseeing! Well, I'm your man. I'll be your guide, after all. I'll show you all the best sights the country has to offer. Oh, thanks. That would be great. I guess Albie takes his job very seriously. Well, what are we waiting for? Those sights aren't going to see themselves. Yikes! You don't have to shove. First stop, the temple. Right here in the center of town. There's something I really want to show you.
Thank you for the kind words, Josh. I hope you're having a wonderful day. You were so kind, and I appreciate everything you said.
Okay,
Josh said, you guys have helped me through some difficult times, and you're breathtaking.
Thank you very much.
You're very kind.
I might have to shut the basement door a little bit.
Thank you, Josh. You're so sweet, Josh. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and you always say kind things to cheer me up. You're amazing, Josh, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Well, could I maybe have some tea too?
I can have some tea. And thank you for the super chat, Max. Says learning words are fun.
Yeah, learning words are fun.
This temple is called Temple.
Temple?
This is called Temple.
Okay. My curiosity is getting the best of me. I want to make sure the cats didn't destroy our Christmas tree.
Also, I'll get you some tea.
That's weird. There used to be a big loop around here. Is the heat on or something? Yeah, the heat is on.
Yeah, just remember, guys, I think the name of the town is Corrine, but we can definitely call it Corneria. I'll see the name next time. But remember, Luke has dyslexia and, ADD, so it is going to be... Sometimes he's going to not say the words exactly, but that makes him all the more cute to me, so... I benefit from him mispronouncing them. I think he's cuter when he mispronounces a word, so it works for me. I told everyone you're cuter when you mispronounce the words.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I turned off the heat because I know their machine said there's no natural gas, but I feel like I feel light.
You want it in your
That's my other Christmas mug.
you want it in your penguin mug?
That's my penguin mug is fine. I don't get it. It smells like natural gas, but they said the people said it's not. Okay. Sorry. One sec. Okay, temple. I have the windows open too. Okay.
I'm just putting I found some more honey.
Yeah, honey is good.
I'm putting some more in mine because
Wow, it's even more impressive up close. Allow me to explain, sir. This is the heart of our town, Temple. It was created by the founder of Corneriaism, the Holy Mother herself. I'm training right here at the temple to be a monk someday. I read that people of this country are all adherents of Cornerianism or whatever. According to my guidebook, it's a religion in which the ancestral spirits are venerated. Say what now? The Holy Mother was a great spirit medium who could commune with her ancestors and souls. And the spirit mediums became queen to this day, direct descendants of the Holy Mother. Wow, a spirit medium rules the entire country, huh? Talk about power and influence. The main thing you'll want to see when you are here at Temple is the Dance of Devotion rite. The Dance of Devotion takes place once in the morning and once in the afternoon. The dance, along with the Song of Ceremony, is performed in the offering to the Holy Mother. The Dance of Devotion has the power to summon forth souls from the Cornerianism and so many words. Whoa, hold it, kid. I can't understand you. It's fast. Can't remember all that at once. Slow down. Oh, I am so sorry. I got a little overexcited. Anyway, the main thing I got from all that is that you really, really love your country and something about dancing girls. Yeah, well, yep, true. I like this kid. He pours his heart into everything he does. Let's see, I guess I just explained about half of what I usually explain, so I'll give you a special discount and only charge you 10 damas for our tour fee. Thank you for your patronage. I guess he pours his heart into aggressive salesmanship, too. Come to think of it, Miss Maya told me she could tell I love my country, too. We stood here for about an hour while I told her all about the Holy Mother. Really? An hour? I hope that counted as patience training. And she seemed really interested, too. She listened to my whole speech. Huh? That doesn't sound like Maya I know. Miss Maya is so kind and nice. She treats me really well, like a little brother. She's kinda like a big sister to me. This is Maya Fey you're talking about, right? Maybe she's grown up since I last saw her. Oh no! What's the matter, kid? It's time already. We have to hurry into the temple right away. But first, let me give you this lyrics card for the Song of Ceremony I told you about. There's an English translation of the lyrics there too, so give it a read, okay? But why the big rush? If we don't hurry, we'll miss the beginning of her benevolence's dance of devotion. Her benevolence?
I'll be your guy. You're under arrest for treason.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happens. High Court of Corneria, accused lobby. Well, that escalated quickly.
Kurain? Is that how you would say it? Kurain?
I don't know. I like Corneria.
Corneria?
I like me
Good
Star
luck.
Fox. Good luck. That's right. Hey, let me in! Why won't you let me in? Because you are a foreigner. What business could you have with this court? I told you, my friend is on trial here. The police raided the temple in the middle of the dance performance yesterday and arrested Al-B on suspicion of treason. I was worried about little guy, so I just had to come see his trial. Trial isn't a tourist attraction, so clear off. If you want a picture for your scrapbook, one of me, and get out of here. Look, you've got it all wrong. Just great. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. I'm a lawyer. Yeah, I'm a foreigner, but I'm not your average foreigner. What? Actually, I'm a lawyer. Back at home, anyway. What? A lawyer? I can't... That's not possible. What's so shocking about that? Well, whatever. Now's my chance. Nothing wrong with a lawyer entering the courtroom, is there? Wait! Get back here, you! So this is Corneria's courtroom. Wait, isn't that her benevolence? What's she doing here in the court? Yes, the deviation seance has been performed.
Oh my God.
I will now hand down my verdict against the accused. The judge is always Scottish.
There you go.
Guilty!
He's an immigrant.
What? A verdict already? But the trial only just started. Guilty? There's gotta be some kind of mistake. Please take another look. Seances performed by the princess are infallible. They show only the truth. What right do you have to question her abilities? But I didn't.
Oh my gosh, Payne is here.
Isn't it ironic that you, a devout adherent of Cornerianism, would dare doubt her insight? Non-believers will only be met with suffering in the Twilight Realm, you know. But I didn't do it. Your benevolence, allow me to explain, I beg you.
Be silent, impudent whelp. There is no merit to be had in indulging the ramblings born of a criminal's unclean soul.
But what in the world is going on here? The judge made his ruling based on something called a divination seance? What is Alibi's attorney doing? Huh? Wait a minute. Where is Alibi's attorney? Why is this happening? I didn't do anything wrong.
Foolish child. Doubting the divination seance is tantamount to doubting the Holy Mother herself.
Oh, sorry. I took a big
Is someone sipping tea while I'm speaking?
Yeah. Where are we? Where the hell? Court verdict? Courtroom. Alright.
The insolence.
Yep, insolence of tea sipping.
Your Majesty, as royal priestess, and in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you.
I think it's magistry. Like, lawyer or whatever.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Your Majesty, as royal priestess, and in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you. And my voice is gone. So.
Yeah, and this is bottled water?
Yes.
Okay.
Impose the highest penalty against this unclean soul.
Yes, as you command. It shall be done, your benevolence. May her holiness grant her divine favor. Something foreign language. What?
Dihara Quran.
No!
I don't know.
Wait just a minute. You're... me and my big mouth. Now what? Mr. Wright, what are you doing here, sir? Well, I'm in it now, so I have to do this right. Your Honor, it's too soon to give your verdict. The trial's only been underway for a few minutes. Excuse me? Who on earth are you? I'm, well... an ordinary tourist, Your Honor, just passing through.
Uh-oh.
A tourist, are you? Happy Carey, or whatever. But more importantly, where's this boy's defense attorney? Defense? Attorney? That's a good one. What are you ever talking about? He doesn't need a defense attorney. What? Why? Of course you wouldn't be aware, being a foreigner and all. But we have no need for defense attorneys here in the Kingdom of Corneria. We leave it all up to her benevolence's sacred power of spirit communion. Her deviation seances determine all. What? But surely you see how unfair that is. What kind of insane court system are they running here? Whoops.
You would dare mock me, you barb-headed buffoon?
Wow.
If you value your life, you will leave post-haste, or I shall summon the bailiff.
The bailiff is that big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he?
I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two as a souvenir of your travels.
At the cost of an arm and a leg, no doubt. Now hold on, Mr. Wright has nothing to do with any of this! What was your name again?
Albie.
I appreciate what you were trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. You were just go ahead and go and see Miss Maya. But... Forget about me! You have to go now! I'm sure you can find another guide. There were lots more places I wanted to show you. But it looks like I won't get the chance now. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? How long are you gonna be in jail for?
Nah, they're gonna execute him.
What? A little kid?
Yeah, I used to play this game on my 3DS. It's pretty dark.
Why would they execute a child?
Because they're crazy people. Poor kid, he's trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. What can I do? What should I do? Defend him!
Luke, this could be bad.
I can't just let a verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albie's corner. If Albie doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll defend him.
Defend him? You can't be serious.
Did you hear that? Is he out of his mind? Heaven forbid. Defend me, Mr. Wright! What are you saying? You can't do that. I most certainly can. Don't worry. I'm quite used to tackling all this sort of trials. Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let something happen to you? Mr. Wright!
Aww.
You are but a naive tourist, ignorant of our ways. But if you are smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further.
Looks like defending somebody is easier said than done in this country.
Bailiff! Throw this man out!
Your Majesty, if you please.
You have something to say, Mr. Payne?
Why not allow it, Your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused? It could prove very interesting, right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Right. Mr. Whoever you are, it's Payne, you idiot.
Prosecutor, are you acquainted with this traveler?
That's Chief Prosecutor, Your Majesty, and yes, I'm acquainted with him. He's a defense attorney from my native land. I've had dealings with him in the courtroom before.
Heavens to Betsy.
What? Mr. Wright, you're a defense attorney?
Oh.
Dun 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 dun.
A defense attorney? Well, this is a shock.
You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years of experience. I guess they aren't all that many lawyers around here. Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the manner of my old country?
But Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case.
Call it nostalgic, if you will, but I'm most eager to give it a try.
But I have a previous engagement, you see, a clash together with the missus.
Your Majesty, I agree. We should have a whack at it. It sounds amusing. A score of years have passed since we last saw a defense attorney in this courtroom.
A score? As in 20 years? What's the deal with this country?
Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick.
As you wish, Your Benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see it myself.
Very well, Mr. Payne. If that is what you and her benevolence want, I will agree to it. As for the defense, I hope you're prepared for every eventuality.
Every eventuality? What is he talking about? There! Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sure, whatever. Thanks, Mr. Payne. I'm sorry for not remembering you earlier. That's Chief Prosecutor, the Incredible Payne, as I'm also known in this country. And you'll see soon enough just why that is, when you're forced to capitulate to me before this very court of law. Why is he so strangely confident? And not only that, but what's with the gallery? Just you watch, that defense attorney will try and twist the truth. You can bet on it.
Get him, Chief Prosecutor! Crush the defense devil! This is why I'm way more lawyer hate than I have back home. Yes, well, now, if you would please give your opening statement again, Mr. Payne.
Certainly, Your Majesty. The accused is charged with 2 crimes, larceny and murder. Yesterday, the Founder's Orb was stolen from the treasure room of Temple. In addition to the theft, 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Fat Roll, Temple security guard, and the empty treasure box that housed the orb, which Mr. Roll was in charge of. We believe that Mr. Roll was murdered by the thief who stole the treasure.
To kill a god armed with a gun. What a terrifying, bold act.
I couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and crime photo.
Okay. Crime photo added to the court record. Alright, so it's Mr. Payne. Everyone loves Mr. Payne.
Yeah, I missed Josh's comment. He said Skeletor and Sean Connery in the same courtroom.
Mr. Payne.
Yep.
He's back.
People are saying this is, instead of it's the cousin Payne, Winston Payne, instead of the other Payne. But I don't know if it matters because they both look exactly the same.
They both know Phoenix Wright, though, so it doesn't matter which Payne it is.
I know that.
They've battled Phoenix before.
Both Paynes have battled.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's been a long time since we had evidence presented in a court as well. It's kind of refreshing, actually. Ha 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 ha!
We may rely on the power of seances, but our police still carry out investigations. Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable.
Oh, really? Well, forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. I can check the evidence out myself by looking in the court record. Whoop. There's the dead guy. Cause of death: cerebral contusion from a head injury. Song of ceremony: the dragon and the tiger battle. Okay, that'll be important later. My all-important Ace Attorney badge, proof of my profession. Okay, there we go. I checked the evidence. Can I go now? We'll see how thorough you and your police were, Mr. Payne.
Such a deplorable crime. The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mother. It's a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation.
Exactly, Your Majesty. We mustn't let the culprit get away with these heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown.
Is this treasure really such a valuable object?
How dare you even ask such a thing? Of course it is. Why, sealed within the treasure is the very soul of Mit Amma, of the Holy Mother.
Her soul is sealed within the treasure? I think I'll take that with a grain of salt.
Kind of weird.
You don't believe it, do you?
Oh, of course I believe it. Something tells me I'd better play along.
This kind of irrelevance is exactly why I dislike defense attorneys so much.
Your Honor, Your Majesty.
What is it now?
This treasure. I've never seen it, so it's a little hard for me to imagine. Could I see a photo of it or something?
Of all the outlandish requests, your defense attorneys are truly beyond the pale.
He's been getting awfully angry with me, and all those veins popping out of his forehead's not good for him.
It's forbidden for anyone outside of the royal family to view the treasure itself, you oaf. They say that anyone without the proper spiritual power would be blinded instantly. That is why the average person has never seen the treasure, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I guess there's a national treasure that are off limits to the public back home, too.
For the benefit of the shamelessly uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article with you. It includes photos taken from 8 years prior, when the treasure was unearthed. These are the only public photos of the outer box's existence. What's more, the treasure box only leaves the temple's treasure room but once a year. for a special New Year's rite that takes place at the palace. Therefore, the treasure box was Therefore, the treasure box was only ever been seen by a handful of people, you baboon!
Treasure box added to the court record.
Oh, spirit of justice is what this is called.
I hear there's been a string of thefts lately of historic artifacts from the temple.
Yes, your majesty, inexcusable thievery of precious national treasures for personal gain! And the culprit is the accused.
So he used his position as a monk in training to get his hands on the treasure, is that it?
The accused family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he works as a tour guide in addition to his training.
Thank you for giving an excellent outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now, no more questions from the defense, I presume?
What? No, I did have questions.
Even more? But you just asked a bunch. Well, make it snappy. My class starts in just a few short minutes. My wife will be very angry if I'm late.
What? He's still planning on going to that thing? There's still a lot I don't know about this whole case. I should ask now while I have the chance. Let's see, what else do I need to know more about? The motive would be good.
Yeah.
Why would the little kid want to kill the guy? Motive. Oh. Alright, here we go. I want to ask about the motive.
Sounds good, Luke.
Oh, wait, no. Maybe the weapon would be a good idea. Well, the chat
I mean,
says weapon.
either one.
Amber wants me to look at weapon. We'll do weapon.
It doesn't matter to me. Both are valid questions.
Alright, Mr. Payne, what was the murder weapon?
What the murder weapon was, the treasure box itself. The empty treasure box left at the scene had a large blood stain on it.
Outwardly reprehensible, using the sacred treasure box as a blunt object for murder.
The diagrams from Dual Destiny. The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs, then snatched the box ready to abscond with it. But he was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had come to the room in course of his rounds. After the walloping that he received on the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloodied housing open and made off with the treasure.
Treasure box updated in the court record. But the defendant is just a little boy. I hardly think he would be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on the head.
Very good point, Mr. Wright. But I'm afraid that won't help you very much.
Uh-oh.
At the time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up to the altar. The accused's elevated position would be more than make up for their difference in stature. You see?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless. What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor.
Your title.
Your title is obviously well earned. Well, the accused's guilt is certainly conclusive. Unless there's anything else, I'm ready to announce my verdict. Very well. In that case, I find the accused.
Just one moment, Your Majesty. Don't you think you're rushing the verdict just a little bit?
No, I have my Pilates class. I told you. I have plans to attend and... I'm late! I'm already started! How did the time fly by so fast?
He's still stuck up on that.
Wow.
Well, you're gonna miss your Pilates class, sir. We haven't even heard the defendant's side of the story yet. Your Majesty, the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Huh? Did I say something funny?
Cross-examine the what now? What do you mean by that?
What? What do you mean, what do I mean?
I seem to have some dim recollection of process, but I can't quite recall.
Little wonder a so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years. Should I even be surprised anymore? Anyway, I demand we let the defendant, the accused, tell his side of the story.
Is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty. What harm could it do? I say allow the boy to speak, Your Majesty. Though I doubt he'll have anything of relevance to say.
Wow.
Why are the prosecutors always so evil? How kind of you, you royal Payne.
Very well, as long as it's okay with Mr. Payne. Don't see why it matters. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway.
In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back to the witness stand.
Oh, what? But before we do, I better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections?
Go for it, Your Majesty.
Hello, Snookums. I'm gonna be late.
Accused, state your name and occupation again, if you would.
My name is... I'll be your guide. I'm in training to be a monk, and I'm a tour guide, too.
Why me? Now then, where were we?
We're cross-examining the defendant, Your Majesty.
Oh my
Pilates
gosh.
class, right, let's get on with it then.
Wow.
With the defense's attorney's insistence, I might add.
Sounds a little dispirited. His wife must really have given him a piece of her mind.
Well then, the defense had better get it on, and make it quick, if you please. I'm already late.
The defense? Mr. Wright, I didn't know you were a lawyer.
Well, I am, and I'm here to defend you, kid. Don't worry. All you have to do is tell the truth, and you'll be all right.
You tricked me!
What?
If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that tour. Give back that magnetoma I gave you yesterday!
What's gotten into you, kid?
Don't talk to me! You disgust me!
Now even Albie's against me, but why?
You must be a new experience for you, Mr. Wright, being loathed by a client.
Oh no.
If only my cousin could witness this. Glorious.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Now then, accused, please give the court your testimony. The incident occurred around noon, during the break between the morning and afternoon dance of devotion. Right? I want you to tell the court what you were doing around that time.
All right, fine. But not to a lawyer, two-faced jerk.
Your kid voice is so cute.
Witness testimony. The accused account.
Kawaii.
Members, show Skeletor GIFs if you have them. Show Skelly some love. Now. Skelly loves you.
The accused account. Accused.
So even though you're saving him from possible prison and death, he's doesn't like you because you're a lawyer.
He doesn't like me because I'm a lawyer, yep. Alright, here we go. Lawyers did something bad, probably.
I didn't kill Mr. Roll, and I didn't steal the treasure. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green butterfly on it. When the incident happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour route.
Were you all well acquainted with the victim?
Yeah, he used to chat with me whenever we ran into each other in the temple. Mr. Wall was a monk in training when he was a kid too, you know.
I bet Albie, looked up to him.
But he had to give that up and go to work when his family needed money. That's why he became a guard, but at least that way he could still stay at the temple. He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite.
The victim's parents apparently both died relatively young, so Mr. Roll had to support his younger brothers and sisters as well.
Oh, wow.
But even with his job as a security guard, I'm sure things couldn't have been easy for him.
It sounds like his circumstances and Albie's were very similar.
Mr. Roll encouraged me to never give up. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he say. He was always cheering me on in my training and in my tour guide business, too. Why in the world would I kill a nice man like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I see. You expressed yourself very well. Defense, now that you've heard the accused account, are you finally satisfied? If so, let's draw this to an expeditious conclusion.
What?
But, Your Majesty, I haven't even cross-examined the defendant.
That wasn't the end of it? It's been so long I don't rightly recall what this cross-examining thing is all about.
Oh my god.
Capcom, you are geniuses for redoing a tutorial for Ace Attorney in a fresh and fun way.
Yeah.
This is basically showing people... Remember, the first case is always teaching people how to
It's
play
how
Ace
to
Attorney.
do it, and this one is a completely different way because, like, the judge doesn't even know that cross-examination is a thing.
This is my favorite judge so far.
You have to basically teach the judge. Yeah, in other games you have to teach Phoenix again or a new character. This time you're teaching the judge how to cross-examine.
That's good writing. Just so you guys know, this judge for me is related to the judge that is back in Japan.
So they come from the same Scottish island. They could be brothers. We don't know.
A judge who doesn't know what cross-examination is? What a fresh heck this is.
I really do wish I could remember how it works.
Should I give the judge a refresher on cross-examination? Might as well. I guess I'd better, or we'll never get anywhere. Your Majesty, please allow me to explain the procedure. First, the lawyer listens carefully to a witness's testimony. Then we use present to open up the court record and examine evidence.
And why would you do that?
To find and present any evidence that inconsistent with the statements given.
Present? I certainly don't need any gifts from you.
Clearly, something is getting lost in translation. The point is, it's possible that a statement could contain a lie or a mistake.
But, what do you have to do if you can't find any inconsistencies in the witness's testimony?
In that case, we may press L1 and the witness for more information.
What the heck is L1?
I'm getting to that. Pressing a statement might reveal new information on an even entirely new statement.
Presenting evidence is one thing, but pressing a witness? I'll have you know, defense, that I do not allow violence in my courtroom.
Rest assured, our gentle verbal pressure is used, no physical force is involved.
Well, I'm not convinced. After all, who knows what sort of tactics an attorney will resort to? One false move and I'll call the bailiff!
Yeah, something's definitely getting lost in translation here. For now, I just focus on all my energy on questioning Albie and comparing his statements with the information in the court record.
Cross-examination. The accused account.
Oh wow, we have little spirit things at the top now.
I didn't kill Mr. Roll.
Hold it!
I believe you didn't do it either, kid.
I don't care what you have to say, lawyer filth. You do? But you're a lawyer. Of course you'd say that.
Now, there's no need for that. I mean, this is how I view lawyers, but...
But he's right. Lawyers are always claim their client is innocent, even if they have to lie. Just like you're doing right now, accused.
Don't let me in with that lawyer! I'm not lying! I didn't steal anything and I didn't kill nobody!
Phoenix got his work cut out for him now.
I'm allowed to go. Not allowed to go there.
Hold it!
You're not allowed to go near the treasure room? Why is that?
It's a rule of the temple. They keep a lot of important things in that room.
Yes, like the Founder's Orb in particular. Only the royal family may lay eyes upon it.
Didn't Mr. Payne say anyone without spiritual power could go blind?
I heard you wouldn't be blinded if you just looked at the outer treasure box. But I've never been anywhere near the treasure room. I'm too scared. You gotta believe me. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green butterfly on it.
He just described it.
Hold it!
A box with a butterfly on it?
Yeah, You can see it in the newspaper article, look. See, there's a relief on the, Cornerianese butterfly thing. Oh yeah, and the design here is carved on the back of the box. I see it now, but it's in black and white. It's a sacred butterfly said to carry the soul of Mit Mama, of the departed. Its wings form a loop that cradles the soul and carries it to the Twilight Realm.
As you can see, there's even one depicted here behind me at the judge's bench. See it? It's got that weird shape.
Well, what do you know? There it is. Well, it kind of looks like he's about to be carried off to the Twilight Realm himself. I'm not that old.
Anyway, I've never even seen this treasure box besides... When the incident happened, I was in the hallway planning out my tour guide route.
Hold it!
Alright, planning out your tour guide route.
Yeah, I was planning out a tour for you, actually.
Aw, for me? Well, thank you, Albie.
I wouldn't have done it if I knew you were a lawyer! I wasted all my time on you! Give it back!
Sadly, I'm a lawyer, not a Time Lord.
Wow.
Actually, as soon as I heard that's what I am, he's been a totally different person. I certainly don't think Albie committed murder, however...
Don't talk to me! You disgust me!
Wow.
That outburst earlier makes me wonder if he'd willingly tell me the truth or not. I better compare his statements in the court record carefully. If I find an inconsistency, I can present some evidence and maybe get him to open up. So far, I would say the only inconsistency I would see is he actually said the color of the butterfly when the picture we have is in black and white. Yeah, I think presenting the newspaper is the way to go. 57 minutes. Alright, third statement.
I've never seen that treasure box with the green thingy on it.
See, he said green, but the thing we have for the treasure box, as you can see here, it's in black and white. So how would he know it's green? See?
I've never seen that treasure box with a green Cornerianese Cornerian butterfly on it.
Cornerian butterfly, yeah. Alright, here we go. Treasure box.
Objection!
No music? I'm right. Oh, Albie, why would you lie to me, huh? So you say you never laid eyes on the treasure box, is that right?
That's right. It's forbidden, so I'd never do that.
In that case, how do you know there was a green butterfly on it?
Huh? Because I saw a picture of it in that newspaper article.
Nah, sorry, kid. Nope. Take another look. These photos are in black and white. You couldn't possibly tell what color butterfly is from these pictures.
Ah!
Hold on. His bag. Did it just move?
Oh, wow.
Something language!
I beg your pardon? The word is,
Polkanka?
Polkanka is a word in Cornerianese that people use when they're surprised.
You just exposed a lie! Is this the power of a cross-examination, is it?
I should be the one shocked here by your shocking lack of understanding.
But just as a moment ago, the accused was lying. If the accused was lying, then that makes him more suspicious than ever.
This just makes things worse for me more than ever. Albie, are you hiding something? Please give only true statements. I can't help you if you don't tell the truth.
Ah! Oh no.
Darn, I just can't seem to get him to open up to me.
You muscle-bound oaf. Wait, sorry. You freakish-haired oaf. The accused, you have seen the treasure box with your own eyes after all, haven't you? Thank you, Phoenix.
Well, Maybe I did take a peek one time long ago when I was cleaning that treasure room.
But you weren't in the treasure room at the time of the incident, right?
Well, of course I wasn't.
That is a lie. You were most definitely inside the treasure room on the day of the incident. And I have proof.
Oh, wow.
He does?
This was found on the floor of the treasure room. It's a scroll entitled Notice and contains a list of temple monk duties. These instructions pertain to the day of the incident.
And what exactly is that supposed to prove?
The accused's fingerprints were found on the scroll.
What?
Oh
Oh, no.
no! Where is it? It's not here! I must have dropped it somewhere.
Indeed, you must have dropped it when you were busy murdering the victim.
Ah!
Notice added to the court record. No. What does that mean? Albie was there on the day of the incident? So this is the power of cross-examination. The more the accused talks, the guiltier he paints himself.
Yes, it would seem so, your majesty.
Predicted my argument and evidence ready to refute it. How is any of that supposed to help the accused? See, I told you can't trust lawyers and their lies!
Oh, wow.
Her benevolence already said the guy's guilty. Just declare him guilty and get over with it. No, everything's going all wrong. Shadow, what do I do?
As I suspected, this cross-examination session has served no purpose whatsoever.
No, you're wrong.
Armed as we are with her benevolence and insight, there's no reason to doubt his guilt.
Then I guess I'll have to poke holes in the inside of hers.
By the way, this didn't prove to be very interesting at all, Mr. Payne. Nevertheless, I will now finally announce my verdict.
Wait just a minute, your majesty. I haven't seen his deviation seance for myself yet. As the defense, I have the right to check it out.
Is that really necessary? I have to get home and apologize to my wife, who you made me like to see.
Oh, my gosh.
I guess she really did give him the business on the phone.
Your majesty, I enthusiastically support having Mr. Wright see the seance.
You do? And why is that, Mr. Payne?
Don't you want to see it? See the lawyer being utterly crushed by the power of the seance? And then watch him tearfully beg for mercy?
Well, now... Yes!
I'm sure it will make for not getting to go to your Pilates class with your wife.
I do like my Pilates. It certainly does sound worth seeing. Give me a juicy tidbit to tell the missus.
I've been reduced to a juicy tidbit?
Very well, foreign interloper. I imagine you do have to see it for yourself to be convinced. Certainly unprecedented, but let's have the deviation seance performed again. But then, right after the tearful begging, I really do have to be going.
The only tearful begging is going to come from my prosecution when we're through, like always.
How pitiful the defense looks, still scrambling desperately for a foothold, blissfully unaware that defeat and despair all that await him.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, great.
Yep. 1 sec. So we have the seance powers.
Maybe it's divination.
Divination? Oh. Oh.
Divination means, just basically means, it just means interacting with
We'll just call it magic.
spirits.
Yeah. And speaking with spirits. There she is, her benevolence.
Your benevolence. Rayfa Padme Corneria. Thank you for coming all this way once again.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is... Sorry, it's hard talking with the spirits all day. Get a little hoarse. This is simply my duty. Barb-headed attorney.
Yeah, what is it?
I am told you question the veracity of the sacred divination seance. It would seem the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you.
I'm just a foreigner, ignorant in the ways of customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might have said or done, Your Benevolence. All I want is a fair trial for Albie.
You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality?
What's fair about trials with no defense and no chance for the accused to tell their story?
How dare you speak to our benevolence in that manner?
Did you hear that? Did you hear how we talked to her benevolence?
What does he know about anything, ignorant outsider?
We won't stand for it. Perish, attorney!
Yikes, looks like I really stuck my foot on it this time.
Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Punish him!
Okay, there we go.
Silence, one and all!
Is she standing up for me?
Be not disquieted, my people. He merely expresses his opinion.
Well, looks like her benevolence is gonna be more reasonable than I thought.
Attorneys are ghastly creatures, with souls stained black by brazen untruths. The words of a lowly worm, such as that, are not worth troubling yourselves over.
Well, alright, I take that back.
None of his prattling can sway the truth of my insights. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways.
Now then, Your Benevolence, the deviation seance, if you would.
Certainly. Your Majesty. Nana, my robe. Thank you.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
So they got rid of a fair and legal court system for a dancing girl who can somehow talk to spirits. Yep, seems like a fair court system to me. Based. What just happened? An image appeared in the pool.
A final message from the victim's soul. The last communication of his, soul. Deviation, seance has revealed this to us again.
Her benevolence can use her power of the spirit communion to project a victim's memories of the last few moments before their demise.
So what we saw in the pool is that Mr. Roll actually experienced, huh?
In the victim's memories, we see the accused raising a weapon over his head. This is consistent with the findings of the police investigation.
There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it.
This looks bad for Albie. Really, really, really bad.
Now do you see why I'm the incredible Payne?
More than I can express in our other country. But even if those really are the victim's last memories, what can I do with them?
There it is! There's the face of the man being utterly crushed! Oh, how I've longed and waited to see it! Isn't it wonderfully gratifying, your majesty?
Yes, very satisfying indeed. Now you're finally convinced, traveler. The accused is most assuredly guilty.
I'm really the only unbiased one here.
Yeah.
Now then, I think you've been amused enough. If you give up now, I won't even invoke the Defense Culpability Act against you. You'll be free to slink back to your own country with your tail between your legs.
The defense... what? What's that?
What? You mean you honestly don't know?
Nope.
Don says, yes, you are the only unbiased one here. Yep, definitely Don.
What's with all the hubbub?
Well, well. Not only is he lying, black-hearted lawyer, he is also an imbecile. Your Majesty, I think you'd better explain the Defense Culpability Act to him.
Yes, I think I'd better. The Defense Act, or the DCA Act for short, is as follows. In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In other words, if you help the accused by defending him and he's found guilty, you will receive the same sentence as he.
What? What kind of insane law is that?
Under the DC Act, many an attorney had been convicted and met with a grim fate. Some went to prison, others received the death penalty. That's why there are few in our country today who admit to being an attorney.
Oh, wow. That's as it should be. The history of our courts proves that. Attorneys are black-souled creatures who will tell any lie to save the accused. Thus, attorneys deserve to be exterminated. They're shouting exterminate. Well, you're gonna be
I've
dead.
never felt so much hostility coming at me from so many sides. What could happen to make everyone feel this way?
Yeah. You fool! You fell right into my trap, Phoenix Wright! Your win streak against me and my brother ends today! With the seance and the DC Act on my side, I finally get my revenge!
He wants you to die? Oh my god.
So that's why he was eager to have me defend Albie.
Chased out and humiliated back home, fate brought me to the foothills of this place. I thank my lucky stars that I am chief prosecutor here now.
Defense know that if I have ruled that the accused is guilty, you will go to prison too.
That explains Albie's reaction earlier.
Defend me, are you insane?
Your Majesty, isn't a prison sentence a bit lenient? After all, we're talking about treason. One should pay for such crime with one's life.
Yes, I believe the death penalty might be appropriate under these circumstances.
The death penalty? No way!
Wow.
You're kidding, right, Your Majesty?
Do I look like I'm kidding? You made me miss my Pilates class.
Oh my god.
I'll have you put your life on your dark tainted soul on the line here.
Death? This can't be happening.
The courts of resignation. Our courts are well known as thus. In this land, where my seances provide the truth, and no attorneys can intervene, criminals know that all they can do is resign themselves to their fate.
Oh, foreign lawyer, I ask you once more. Are you sure you still want to defend the accused?
Wait, we still have a choice at this point.
I mean, this is the tutorial, we have to. There's Maya to think about all this, too. I can't just lay down my life. What in the world should I do? Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow, Luke. I mean, I guess we have to continue. Like, we can't abandon him. Do you want to save and see what happens if we abandon him? I bet if we get a game over. If we do that.
Alright, 1 second. Well, I mean, Phoenix is crazy, so we're gonna continue the defense.
No one lives forever.
Isn't this why I became a lawyer in the first place? Really, Phoenix? Alright.
I don't know.
Insane.
It would be a tough decision if this was in real life.
Alright, continue. This is why I became a lawyer in the first place. To help those with no one on their side. I can't just abandon everything I believe in. It's a long tutorial.
Yep.
All I can do now is stand firm and fight.
Well, don't hold our tears back on my account, Phoenix Wright. Admit your defeat and grovel before me, the chief prosecutor, for your life.
Objection!
Even if it means being subject to the Defenses Act, I will defend him!
What?
But Mr. Wright! Whoa!
The defendant insists he's innocent, and not even a seance should be accepted without examination.
Agreed. Because what if the spirits were lying to her? How did she even know the spirits were telling the truth?
Surprised!
But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too! Even knowing that, you'll still want to defend me?
But it's wrong if you die, you're a child.
I don't know what happened in the past, kid, but it looks like everyone in this court considers lawyers to be liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it.
Haha, barb-headed attorney, you continue to amuse me. Though your barbed jabs are proving to be more than mere jokes.
Your benevolence. Believe me when I say that this attorney will knock your insides out.
Insolent, disrespectful attorney. You'll have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm.
Whoa. Them's fighting words.
She's gonna send you back to the Shadow Realm.
Not a wise move, Traveler. Not wise at all. You should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you should have made your choice. The Defense Act will be applied in this case.
Uh-oh.
In this verdict, you'll both be soon parting with your heads.
Oof.
Holy crap.
Why do people want to see somebody die? That's disturbing. What is wrong with them? There's gotta be something psychologically messed up with them. The souls of the departed speak only the truth, and I but give their message a voice. If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it.
Here we go again. Insight.
Rayfa's insight.
So, what is this?
She wears a very pretty outfit to put people to death. She's kind of evil if you think about it, because she's literally putting people to death. It's disturbing.
Okay, here we go.
The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion. These are the victim's experiences just before his death.
As the victim's final memories, we can assume they aren't lies. So how do I break this down?
Allow me... Sorry. Allow me to relieve you of your ignorance, defense, worm. Did you notice the words that appeared in the seance's vision?
Boy's voice, song of ceremony, incense.
Song of ceremony and incense, and boy's voice. I ran out of tea. The victim's final memories are not limited to sight alone. Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls.
So what Mr. Roll experienced with his 5 senses appears in the vision as words, right?
Precisely. And by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity.
Works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get. Now I have to find a contradiction between her insights and the seance vision. So your benevolence, I ask that you please show me the seance vision again.
Very well.
Here we go again. Incense. Song of ceremony, boy's voice.
What was he saying? Payne.
I mean, I don't see how Phoenix gets out of this one. I don't remember. Wait a minute. Her benevolence said after the morning dance of devotion earlier, didn't she? Isn't there something off about that? You
said it was after, but this is during the devotion thingy, because you can hear this.
First, I'll use left and right to... What? The accused swung...
Whatever with his head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder?
Yes, this is the insight that sounded funny. Now I'll just carefully compare this insight with the seance vision. If I notice a sensation that seems contradictory, I'll select it. Oh, it's the... What?
Still I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion? I think we should, you can see when it says after the morning dance of devotion on the third statement,
It's not letting me do anything. I have to select something.
So while you're on that, when it says that third thing where it says dance of devotion, mornings, on that last thing where it says, I can't believe it, a murder after the morning dance of devotion. So on that, whenever it, when the dance comes up, the song, I think you should try that. Because they're dancing to that song, I think.
No, I mean, there's one of these words I have to select because I can't move forward. Like, it wants me to select something from this sentence.
Alright.
One of these words.
No, I think you...
Because I can't move it. So I have to hit triangle on something.
Try pressing triangle down.
On Song of Ceremony?
Yeah.
This is it. This is a part of the vision that contradicts the insight. Now, I have to just select the sensation I think is inconsistent and present triangle.
Here, maybe you can go to the song.
Song of Ceremony?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Present.
See, if it was me, I wouldn't even trust if she's seeing this through spirits. How do you even know that the spirits are telling the truth? They could be lying to you. So they could have given you a vision that wasn't even true. So, I'm just saying, but for the purposes of this, like...
Alright, here we go.
We'll pretend that it's...
Objection!
Wait just a moment.
Yes? What is it, barbed-headed worm?
Wow. You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance of devotion, right?
That's right. What of it?
Well, then, isn't it strange that Mr. Roll could still hear the song of ceremony?
My, you're absolutely right.
Is that all that troubles you?
Ah?
What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony.
Practice run? What are you talking about?
Mr. Payne, if you would.
Yes, no problem. Certainly. Allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and the afternoon dances. During that time, the singers were practicing in the performance hall.
Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate this statement.
I see. So what the victim had was that practice session. Oh, there goes my contradiction.
We don't even know that.
Alright, so they were practicing in this performance hall.
We're assuming that's what was heard.
That must be the room where Albie and I saw her benevolence dancing.
However, Mr. Payne, I admit one detail troubles me.
Yes, ask away, your majesty.
It's a big temple. The performance hall and the treasure room are quite far from each other. Could the song really be heard all the way in the treasure room?
He's right. It's a very big temple. Well, how about it, Mr. Payne?
Your majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room of the temple, including the treasure room.
Oh, that's right!
Speakers? For what purpose?
Are you serious, Mr. Wright? They're to broadcast the sacred music of the performance hall throughout the temple.
That's why the victim could hear the Song of Ceremony in the seance vision. Darn it. It was the practice run going on in the performance hall, heard over the speakers, of course.
Thank you for your explanation, your benevolence. That makes perfect sense, even to the feeble-minded old fool like me.
Think nothing of it, feeble-minded fool.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please alter your insights for us?
Very well.
There we go again. Insight revised. The Song of Ceremony the victim heard was the practice run through the temple speakers. I think I'm getting the hang of this. I'm not. If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insights accordingly. So if I keep pointing things out, maybe I can knock all of her insights out after all. I better find another inconsistency, no matter how small.
This is kind of frustrating, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I didn't... This is why I didn't play through the entire game. I didn't really like the... boy's voice.
What are we... Oh, we're trying to find another inconsistency?
I'll try using the X to temporarily stop the vision. Pause. There! I paused the vision.
Okay.
I think I can use circle or square to jump to different parts of the vision.
Okay.
I'll try moving the mark on the flashing red panel here. Rewind. Here. Okay, now that I know how to get around in the seance visions, it's time to find inconsistencies between the insights and the vision. Like, I wanted to like the story when it came out on the 3DS, but the thing was, like, this whole thing, it's kind of like another version of the cross-examination, but I didn't really like it. It was kind of like, eh.
Number one, it's kind of creepy.
No, it was...
But number two,
it's very
kind of,
confusing.
It's confusing,
yeah. And a guide didn't exist for that game at the time yet.
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm seeing, it's like we have to... You know what's weird about it? Instead of the person talking, like, you're basically watching the moving picture and you have to like contradict what the picture's saying. It's like the evidence instead of the person's testimony. The evidence is the picture, the moving picture.
Yeah, something like that. All right.
So it's like you have to find different parts of the movie and stop it there and then contradict it.
It's time to find the inconsistencies between the insights and the vision.
It's completely different than the other kind.
The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. Okay. One sec. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of mess around. Song of ceremony, boy's voice.
And can we pause it, or we're not allowed to? Oh yeah, you can do pausing. So maybe like, what about right then, like when the victim dies? Maybe we can pause it near there to see what happened. Try to find an inconsistency. Like, I don't know.
Try to find an inconsistency before the word pain.
Oh, I guess that would be when they die, yeah. Well, they're not dead yet, but look at, they're not seeing anything before they died. Maybe somebody put a hood over their head or something.
So you want me to somehow present this?
No, because they're not dead yet. Well, let me just see. It says the song of ceremony was heard. The practice run,
Second statement pain? What are you guys talking about? There's no...
I think, I would,
The accused swung he was holding on the victim's head.
With the pain
of the victim's vision went dark when he lost his life.
It says he lost his life when he was killed, but that's not true. Look at, he was already losing his vision before he died.
Okay, so...
I would go with that. The chat, I would say that's correct what the chat's saying.
Okay.
Click on pain, let's try it and see what happens.
Objection!
I don't know.
You're saying the victim's field of vision went dark after he was struck, correct?
Of course, as anyone with eyes can see.
Well, pardon me, but I must disagree.
What?
Your benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment the victim felt pain.
Oh!
Everything goes black, and then, only after that, the victim feels pain.
Inconceivable!
This place is the order of events and odds with what you're saying happened.
My word!
Surprise! Your benevolence, what is the meaning of this?
I cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy.
If that what the defense says is true, this is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me, your benevolence, but I'm afraid this contradiction is something we simply can't ignore.
Oh, wow.
Now, let's not be too hasty, Your Majesty. I think I can clear this up.
You have something to add, Mr. Payne?
1,000 apologies. It seems the prosecution has failed to make one tiny thing clear. And that would be... On the day of the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in part of the temple. And as I recall, the crime scene was in that sector. The power outage was what must be why the victim's field of vision went dark. I apologize for neglecting to tell the court this detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind.
Or rather, you knew all along and you were letting it slip now. It's convenient.
A power outage knocked out both the lights and the speakers.
Oh, there was a blackout there? Was there? Well now, that explains everything, does it not?
What do you mean, your benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us, if you would.
She didn't even know there was a blackout, but she was there? That's weird. The blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. Fearing the victim would flee under the cover of darkness, The accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head.
I see. That makes perfect sense, Your Benevolence.
So the victim was struck after the lights went out. The depth of your insight is awe-inspiring, Your Benevolence. Give her a hand, everyone!
But it feels like she just made that up.
Hey, I want to live long and prosper too.
Enough applause! You flatter me.
Now, Your Benevolence, in light of this new information...
Yes, of course. I will alter my insight.
So it's almost like you're cross-examining the girl all the time. Because it's basically, this is like the cross-examination.
Drago says, but if there was a blackout, wouldn't the speakers not work then?
Yeah.
That's true. One can safely assume the accused struck the victim the moment after the blackout began. The song of ceremony the victim heard was a practice run through the temple's speakers.
Yeah, but how would he keep hearing the song if there was a blackout? So much for my inconsistency. At least I was able to draw out some new info. And with the new info comes a chance to find new inconsistencies. Now to compare the insights with the vision again and see what else I can dig up.
Maybe we should try what Drago was saying about the song.
Song again?
Like we should pause it when it gets to Song of Ceremony and then find a statement that contradicts it.
Well, the blackout, the song is still there.
Okay. Let's see.
If there was a blackout, wouldn't the music stop too? Isn't the song consistent? Like I said,
May I try to see it?
I'm not very good at
look.
this game with
The
the new
accused
features.
swung whatever was holding. How do you go to the different statements like this? Oh, okay.
There's only 3 statements.
Okay. Alright. I see. Accused swung whatever he was holding. Can safely assume he struck the victim the moment after the blackout. The song of ceremony the victim's head heard was a practice run through the temple's speakers. Yeah, I think we should try that. I think we should present this. Whoops. Sorry. I think I need more. I think we should do this. I think we should try this. And yeah.
You can go grab yourself more tea. I can handle the snotty princess. Yes, I finally found it. This is the gaping hole I've been looking for. Your benevolence, as impressive as your spirit communion power is, it's not infallible.
You never know when to stop talking, do you? I hope you realize your words are an insult to all adherents of my people.
Defense, watch what you say. If you don't mind the tongue of yours, you won't have one left to mind.
It's certainly not my intention to insult spirit mediums, but maybe I'm not the one who needs to learn when to stop talking.
What malarkey?
I believe you said a few moments ago what the victim could hear the song of ceremony thanks to the temple's speakers. But then, how do you explain how the victim could still hear the song of ceremony even after the power went out?
Oh!
This contradiction of facts can only mean that the song of ceremony Mr. Rawl heard was not coming from the speakers.
What? Impossible! What are you saying? What song he heard was coming directly from the performance hall?
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's the only possible explanation.
But the scene of the crime was nowhere near the performance hall.
Right. The song couldn't make it all the way to the treasure room. Not unless...
You mean to say?
Yeah. The treasure room was not the actual scene of the crime. It must have been somewhere else, somewhere closer to the performance hall.
What? You can't be serious!
There is a glaring contradiction in the claims of a benevolence and the prosecution. Therefore, the defense insists that this case be thoroughly re-examined.
What? No! No!
This is completely unprecedented! An inconsistency here in Benevolence's insight's unbelievable!
Heed not this forked tongue, your majesty. These are the claims of a corrupt lawyer, feeble ruse from a feeble mind.
But the contradiction revealed the defense is undeniable. We can't just turn a blind eye to it.
But the defense's assertion is the end of meaningless. Even if the location of the murder turned out to be different, it doesn't change that we've seen the moment of the murder.
Indeed, the accused is standing right there in front of the victim. Furthermore, the murder weapon remains raised above his head. My insights still stand.
I hate to admit it, but she's right. The seance vision still makes the situation look really grim for Albie.
I doubt even the defense can dream up an explanation as to why. The accused had his hands up over his head?
Well, this defense dares to dream of making it out of this nightmare alive.
You what?
You still insist on trying to tear down my insights? Do you? You'd better be prepared to back up your claim. Remember what will happen to that tongue of yours if you find you're just wagging it.
Of course I can back up my claim, just as soon as I think of something.
You appear to be fully prepared, defense. As the embodiment of this court, I give you permission to try and prove your claim, as long as you're willing to stake your life on it.
I concur, Your Majesty. Prepare the tongue shears. Chop, chop.
Chop, chop?
Yes, let's have the bailiff fetch them. I think I saw a suitable pad in the basement. Chop, chop!
Oh my god.
Stop!
I hear that lying lawyers have several tongues to spare. I'm sure he won't miss one.
Yikes! These people are actually serious. I'm rather attached to my tongue. I think Phoenix think! Other than to raise a weapon, why would Albie have his hands up like that?
Oh, maybe he was...
Aha! That's why! The reason the defendant had his hands up over his head can be explained by something in the crime scene photo. What explains why Albie had his hands raised above his head? The gun?
Maybe that guy was holding a gun on him.
But why is it back in its holster? Alright, well, I guess the gun. As in a seance vision, the witness the defendant raised both of his hands over his head yesterday.
You did? Where did you see that thing?
When the police had their guns trained on him as they made their arrest.
Oh, are you saying...
The victim was a security guard and an armed one at that. The defense proposes that the victim had pointed his firearm at Albie. And that's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. She fainted.
Oh, Conga. Sorry.
Oh, this is an interesting...
Who would have thought the seance vision could be interpreted that way?
This is not possible. It can't be.
Not bad for a total knockout. How dare the lawyer devil go against the benevolence? He's no better than that traitorous snake. Traitorous snake? Who? Who's that?
I think that's you. No, I can't believe it. A contradiction in one of my insights? There has to be some kind of mistake. Darn it, okay, you might have to do her voice.
I won't accept it.
That's right, Your Benevolence, and I won't accept it either. It goes against all who's sacred. Throw him in jail immediately for least majesty. What?
Nani?
Yeah, you said it. Throw him in jail. Yeah, make him pay for the way he disrespected a benevolence.
These people are definitely not my fans right now.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
Holy crap.
Peace, give me peace! I said peace! Now, everyone, please calm down.
Huh? Is he,
Your Majesty, please assign this black-hearted attorney a suitable punishment.
No, I can't charge him with the least majesty.
What?
What? But why not, Your Majesty?
We were simply following the proper procedure for defending the accused. There's nothing unlawful about that.
But, Your Majesty, don't you want to wrap up this trial and go to your Pilates class? Why not just give him your verdict? Then you can go home and make it up to your wife.
We can't end the trial now, not when we just learned new information about the case.
Nani?
Your Majesty, not you too. You would honestly entertain the idea that my insight contains a contradiction?
Truly, it is shocking. In the 20-plus years since the D.C. Act went into effect, such thing has never occurred. To be honest, I didn't want to believe it either. But with his life on the line, the defense pointed out an inconsistency. It is our duty to scrutinize it to the satisfaction of the law.
You dare go against the royal priestess? You non-believer!
No, my faith is as strong as ever. But I have a duty to make a fair ruling in this trial. If you insist on interfering with that process, Your Benevolence, I'm afraid I must request your removal from this courtroom, royal priestess or not.
What? I'll have you know.
Your Benevolence! Please,
Acquiesce, I think.
please acquiesce in this, Your Benevolence.
It looks could kill.
I won't forget this offense, barbed head. I do not admit defeat. I won't.
Bailiff, please see Her Benevolence out.
Your Mitama will face due retribution in the Twilight Realm. The demons there, they'll pluck the barbs right out of your stupid head. I hope your suffering will be super duper painful. And I hope they throw you into a lake of burning fire. And then...
I guess she's still just a teenager after all.
Now then, defense. Mr. Light, was it?
That's right, Your Majesty. Phoenix Wright.
Of course, whatever. Mr. Wright, my apologies. Well, now that we have this newly uncovered fact, I suggest we proceed with arguments.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yes. But do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll keep an eye on you, so don't even think about lying to this court.
I understand, Your Majesty. Phew! Maybe now we can finally run a real trial. Your arguments, Your Majesty. Very well, I accept your challenge.
What's with him?
Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just so hilarious.
What's so funny, Mr. Payne?
The defense still doesn't get it. The truth he unearthed is going to bury him in his case instead.
What do you mean by that, prosecutor?
I told you, it's Chief Prosecutor, fool.
Because that's the thing to focus on right now.
The defense is digging its own grave. Consider this, Your Majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused? Oh, indeed, because the accused was about to commit a theft. It's the only logical explanation.
Nani? That does sound pretty logical, actually.
That doesn't help the accused situation at all. If anything, it makes him look even more guilty.
Yes, I have to agree.
Allow me to spell out this truth the defense didn't bother to think through. Mr. Roll came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure. The guard pointed his gun at the accused, and when the power went out, the accused murdered the victim and hid his body in the treasure room. A hand truck for moving heavy treasure around is stored in the treasure room. The accused could have easily moved the body with that.
And after all that hard work to knock down the insides, backed into an old familiar corner once more.
Mr. Knight, do you have anything to rebuttal?
I'm drawing a total blank here.
I hope you're ready to climb that scaffold.
I asked you a question, Defense.
Well,
I've got nothing. I can't think of anything of the grounds for an objection. The only thing to do now is to ask the defendant himself what happened. I don't know if Albie will cooperate with me or not. Albie.
Ah!
Will you tell us what really happened now?
You don't have to say anything, accused. Fall for this evil trap and he'll only dirty your own soul.
Albie, you have to tell me the truth. I can't help you unless you do.
No, Mr. Wright, I'm sorry.
Why? Why won't he trust me? Is this it? Is this the end for both of us?
why won't he defend himself?
Maya, I'm sorry.
I don't understand.
Uh,
Oh, that's probably Maya.
I don't know who that is.
Everybody always told me they're bad, but people who help dirty criminals go free. I never thought a lawyer would actually try to help me, would actually believe in me, would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it.
Albie?
So that's why I lied, to try to save myself. But I'm not gonna lie anymore. If you believe in me enough to put your life on the line, then I'm gonna believe in you too.
What?
He's so cute.
Allow me to explain.
His little tuft of hair goes up.
Now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things. Alright, here we go.
I like how in Capcom in this Ace Attorney games they make like scarves move on people or their hair like blow one way or the other. It makes it really funny to watch.
Uh-huh.
Whoa, the music is getting super intense.
It's getting very intense. Alright, here we go. Now we're talking.
To be honest, I went into the treasure room lots of times to look at the treasure box.
Even though the temple told you weren't allowed to go in there near it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mr. Roll even saw me once and scolded me. But that box is so beautiful, the way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself.
Wait a second, it glows in the dark?
That's right. It's covered in this special mineral called
Fluorinite?
fluorinite that makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It really is a shame they don't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours for the temple if they did?
If only he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier! Treasure box updated in the court record.
Alright, here we go. On the day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again. And I ran into Mr. Rowell on the Great Stairs.
So, those were not the treasure room stairs in the seance vision?
No, they were the Great Stairs that connect to the hallway.
Makes sense. This vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was at the top of the stairs. Temple diagram added to the court record.
All of a sudden, Mr. Rowell drew his gun and threatened me with it. I quickly put my hands up. Mr. Rowell, he acted so scary. For some reason, he had a scarf over his mouth and I couldn't read his expressions at all. Just then, the power went out. So I took that chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life, even now, when I try to think about it on it. All I can remember are the gun and the piercing look in Mr. Rowell's eyes. That must have been when I dropped the notice scroll.
Which means someone else brought it to the treasure room along with Mr. Roll's body.
Oh, wow.
Did Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs?
Nah.
What is it, Albie?
I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't say all this before. I didn't think anybody would believe me.
A grand speech. one that confirmed my suspicions that you were the thief! Ah!
It's being rude to a little kid.
It's possible the victim simply misread the situation.
Where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. The victim must have had good reason to be suspicious of the accused.
Why does every new piece of information have to seem so incriminating?
Shadow, what do I do?
And what better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hands?
He didn't.
In the course of his rounds, the victim must have noticed that the treasure had been stolen. And then, after that, he ran into the accused. I'll be your guide.
No, that's not what happened.
Therefore, the one who stole the treasure and killed the victim can be none other than the accused.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Why is there a puppy? What now?
his little.
Hey, Shadow, down, boy!
Well, what do we have here?
Oh, that's who Shadow is.
I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow.
Oh, he's cute.
You nearly gave me a heart attack. So that's what was making his bag move.
Can't you quiet that puppy, that yapping mutt?
Shadow says that Mr. Roll made a mistake.
You can understand him?
Yeah. Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense.
I beg your pardon? You're not thinking of cross-examining a puppy, are you? Of course not. I mean, not this time anyway. Phew. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I thought I'd have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there. I think I'd better reassess my strategy and fast. I have to somehow show that somebody else could have struck the victim or were sunk. Well, it's true that the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died. It doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at the time. If you're going to go that far, then I hope this means you have another angle of approach ready.
Exactly, I mean, who but the accused standing front and center could have done it? Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more than conjecture.
Okay, come on, Phoenix. I know I can think of something convincing. Okay.
Where else?
Where could the victim been struck from? Behind.
Yeah.
I would say behind the victim.
Yeah, because they. Obviously, the little kid didn't kill him, so it must have been. Somebody must have killed him from behind.
That's what I'm going with. Alright, here we go. Behind. Bam!
Take that!
With the defendant standing in front of the victim, isn't it possible that the victim could have been struck from behind? From behind, you say? I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility. Good. Now at least I have some breathing room. But who do you suppose could have been? Oh, that's the true culprit, naturally. The one who actually committed the theft and murder. The true culprit? And I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with that? I should have known I'd have to explain everything. Alright, if we assume the true culprit struck the victim from behind, then that means... After going to the treasure room and stealing the treasure, the true culprit tried to escape.
Oh.
But then Mr. Rowell appeared making his rounds. I imagine the culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway.
You're grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. Admit it, you have nothing but baseless conjecture.
I'm gonna look for something to base it on right now. Albie, when you ran into Mr. Rawl in the hallway, was there anyone around the storeroom area?
I don't know. There might have been somebody there, but I couldn't see. It was only halfway down the stairs, so I couldn't see the ends of that hallway.
I see. Swing and a miss.
The dog is...
Oh! Shadow says that someone was there!
I see. Thank you for that. Too bad his testimony's inadmissible.
Ah, this is funny.
You think this is a joke? Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person. But that doesn't mean the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway.
Your desperate floundering is getting hard to watch. But I will enjoy watching you sink.
What are you talking about?
Unfortunately for you, only the accused and the victim was in that hallway at the time of the incident.
How can you continue to make that assertion?
Because there was a witness, a very reliable witness. What? Your Majesty, the prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand.
Calling an eyewitness to the stand? It's been decades since that's happened.
And unlike the defense's witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved.
That was a low blow.
Literally hurting a little kid.
Very well, I'll allow it. And now for something we've not heard in quite some time. Bring the witness to the stand!
It's the guy who killed him.
Probably.
Well, I mean, we saw it in the opening.
Oh. What do you mean?
Witness, please state...
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh my gosh, he's talking another language.
The name, I'm like Temple's head monk, can you dig?
That's all.
Oh, isn't it an instructor? You're an eyewitness?
Instructor?
Not only is Mr. Understand... Oh, jeez.
Understanding.
A distant stand-in?
A distant. I would say like understanding temple. Understanding. Like he's understanding. I don't know. Or distant stand-in? A stand-in? I have no idea.
How was it said? Peace, love, and understanding? Mr.
Oh, peace, love, and understanding.
So can I just call him Mr. Understanding?
Yep.
All right. Not only is Mr. Understanding Temple's head monk, but he's also a renowned expert at Damalon expert.
Sorry to have to ask, but what's a Damalon? Check it. Here she is, my sweet Sarah... my one and only Groovy, right? But you heard our sultry sounds once before, brother.
I think it's Serenader. Oh no.
I'm not singing that. You're not singing that either. We'll let nope.
He can just sing it on his own.
He's the killer, yep. That's the song from the Dance of Devotion. Witness. New witness. 2 hours. Understanding witness. Okay. Right on, brother. The Song of Ceremony. Playing this tune together is a precious gig for me and my girl here, you dig? The Song of Ceremony, the song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother, may the righteous sounds of my guitar serve as an offering to you.
Wonderful. A great performance as always.
This is my thing, you know, my bag. I make instruments speak, baby. By the by, Majesty Pops. No guitar class today?
No, I'm afraid this trial's gone on into overtime, thanks to the lawyer over there.
The class the judge wanted to attend was not Pilates? Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust the lawyer man. But transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Understanding. As the treasure's keeper, you must have been shocked to learn it had been stolen.
Yeah, man. That was not cool. Keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, Mr. Understanding. That's right, brother. This here is the one and only treasure box key. And I keep it on me at all times, you dig? But the sneaky thief went and cracked open the sucker anyway. Total bummer, man. So that's the key to the treasure box, is it? You know it, baby. It's called the Magnetama Key, and it's a historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at the Temple. The Magnetama Key, huh? Added to the court record. And now, someone's jacked the treasure on my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man. How am I ever gonna face Her Holiness again? Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me. Please guide this lost and humble lamb. Why do I always get the far out ones, man?
Far out, man.
Mr. Understanding, you witnessed the accused and the victim heading to the treasure room.
You know it, baby. Best believe I scoped that tiny transgressor.
Yes, would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw?
To bring justice against the transgressor, man, of course. I'll do all I can. Haha. In the name of Her Holiness, I vow to sing. Naught but the truth I swear to bring. Hit me.
Okay.
Oh, the music in the game and his guitar is off key.
I know, one sec.
Yeah.
All right, guys and gals. So, Amber and I are going to continue what Sweet Baby saw tomorrow. In order for... Oh, we don't have any saved games on this. That's weird. Okay. I guess because it's a new game, there's no saves. This is our first save. So, if you guys want more of this tomorrow, 1,000 views is required to continue the episode. So, you need 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So, you need about 370 views in order for another episode of this tomorrow. So Final Fantasy's running a little late. I'm going to grab a bite of cereal. And then there's got to be at least, like, probably an hour or two left of this case. Like, it's a very long tutorial. So...
Yeah, so we'll see hippie murderer guy's testimony tomorrow.
And also, like, I'm sure that crazy lady's going to be back, and Amber's voice will be better tomorrow.
Yeah. It will. I've lost my voice a lot in the past. Thanks for telling us that was peace, love, and understanding guy, because I would never have gotten that Crossfighter. Thank you.
I wouldn't have gotten that either. So next up, we're going to be doing Tifa's side quest to try to make sure that Tifa is the girl that we date on the Golden Saucer, because right now it's looking like the dog, Red 13.
And thanks again for the super chat, just Kenobi and Max, I think. Okay.
So usually, guys, we end the stream around 700 views, but for whatever reason, YouTube's not counting the views correctly. But we got you guys up to about 675. That's the best we could do.
Oh, thank you everyone for helping in the chat. I'm sorry, I saw Crossfighter stand out to me because he has a wrench, but I guess a lot of you guys were saying that. So Crossfighter was just correcting me, saying a lot of people were saying that, actually.
Yep. We got a timeout.
Thanks,
Alright, guys and gals, thanks so much for watching. See you on Final Fantasy. God bless, happy gaming. Ace Attorney will resume if it gets 1,000 views by tomorrow morning. So good luck, everybody.
See ya.